So we're always, you and I were a lot alike, but we
Hmm.
also have our own unique ways of, seeing energy, feeling energy, and just the little quirky things that we have. And I love that. I think that just there's a whole I don't know, a whole balance of the way things are. We each show a different aspect of what energy is like, and it gives people, someone can gravitate toward one type or the other. But really, I work with just being inspired by what comes. And I know you do too. And it's just cool how it comes in a different form, you know?
Well, exactly. And we're all, put on this earth in different forms. So why wouldn't the energy work in different forms, right? It's universal energy. It's all the same, but how it is translated within your body is a whole different thing, right? We all have different languages, basically.
Hmm. But it's funny how we all try to be the same, especially when we're younger. I think society kind of trains us into everyone should be the same, everyone should do the same thing, everyone should look the same, buy the same clothes, no one should stand out because it's not safe. It's really hard to release that stuff that's been ingrained in us as we grow up. And I know there's some exceptions to the rules. There's always that person that is just walking their path and I don't care. I'm doing my own thing. And it's not saying they're rude about it, but
No, well, you know what? I was one of those people. I always wanted to be different. I always, I didn't fit in. I didn't try to fit in, and I didn't just because it was the in thing. It's just, so I always, I guess, was a little bit off to the side, I guess. Right. And
you
so, but yeah, it's unfortunately, society has really dictated, what people should be doing. Right. And yeah, like I had, my own insecurities because I didn't quite fit in and I thought something was wrong with me. Right.
know,
But no, it's, society has brainwashed people into, you know, being what they want them to conform to, you know?
well, and that's it too, conforming. It's easier to corral people into this certain, category. So it's easier to control it, or, and I'm not talking about paranoia, but it's easier to understand. And I think that's mostly what I mean by control is when we can understand something, we can kind of control how we're going to respond or react to certain things. And when somebody is the black sheep and is without that conformity, it really it's just harder for people to understand it, and therefore those people are seen as the weirdos or the the whatevers. I'm not saying you're a weirdo, but I think
As
you are in a good way. But
it's
it's
a,
funny for me, like I tried to fit in just so I wouldn't stand out, but I wouldn't be one to be like follow the fads and that sort of thing, not at all. But I find that as I get older, I really can see my uniqueness, and it's like I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being unique, and there is some discomfort in that. Like when I first dyed my hair purple a couple of years ago, it was like, well, there's no conforming now. I'm
yeah.
I'm standing out, and it wasn't something I really had thought about. The reason I
So
did it.
why, yeah, I guess, why did you dye your hair purple? Was it, like what made you do that?
I just needed something different. That's the beginning of really the beginning of the end of my marriage, and how I felt stuck and stifled in that relationship, and how I felt, and not putting blame on him, but how I felt that I tried to just stay in this conformed thing, but there was a rebel in me that just wanted that change. So when I went to my hairstylist, it was like, I'm ready for change. And then she just kind of randomly put, and I'm like, yeah, actually,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, let's do it. And
Mm-hmm.
I know if anyone's a hairstylist and they get the go ahead to do whatever they want, that's their best day.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, I felt like it was almost like a test, energy for you, that it is, it was something that just really pushed
Yep,
you to do that.
you can't hide it, right? It's done.
Yeah.
You can't hide it. It's pretty much permanent until it grows out or fades. And
Yeah.
and for me, it was just, jump in and do it. And on that level, it actually helped me grow in so many ways, um, you know, personality wise, and just, I don't know. It was what I needed. And I'm not saying everyone go out there and dye your hair purple. Besides, we'll all look the same, but no. But it's, what can you do in your life that really, it makes you, there's no going back for a while. It's like, make a decision and go with it, and do it in such a way that once you commit, you can't backpedal out of it. And boy, there's a lot of growing in strength that comes from that, because you have days where you're like, what have I done? Oh my God. But, it's all part of growing. Growing isn't easy and comfortable.
No. And, that's what I love about, what we provide. I love to remind people that they have such a beautiful gift and that strength and power, right? Don't give your power away. Don't give somebody else all the power in the world. Find your own power within and work from that and grow from that. And, this coronavirus is a terrible, terrible thing, but it has really, for a lot of people, has made them realize, to look at the reflection and honor the person that they are, and become stronger and more confident, and be able to start expressing and actually putting roots down and feeling comfortable enough to put their roots down and allow themselves to be nurtured and to grow.
For sure. Yeah, It's true. There's been that extra time. There's been that expanding space in a day to really learn where the discomfort is, and learn to be comfortable in the discomfort. And then finding that uniqueness, learning who you are again. Like, every time there's a challenge or there's an opportunity to be your best person and put your best foot forward, and let that be the thing that guides you. And when you look back a year or 2 years from now and see how well you did despite the struggles, it really becomes your new foundation and your new step into the future you.
Exactly.
Well, awesome. That was a great candid conversation. I enjoyed it.